Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lola and today we're going to be doing the what's on my iPhone for my brand new phone. So if you were not here last week, I will go ahead and put card for my video from last week, but I got the brand new iPhone 13 Pro in this Sierra blue color. Had it for exactly a week. And let me tell you, I am absolutely obsessed with this phone. I'm so happy I got this color. I was really debating on getting the gold, but I was like, no, let me get something different, especially since my last one was gold, and I'm so happy that I did. And I also sized down to the Pro instead of the Pro Max, which I'm glad I did that as well because I love this. And so I currently just have a clear case on here, and I'll go ahead and put it in the description as well as the pop socket if I can find it. But this is just from Amazon. It's from the brand Makiki. It's just a clear case with the rubber sides, and it has the little bit of a bump on the side, which I really like. And then my pop socket, I actually found it from Target. It's just a sunflower, and I'm not much of a pop socket person, but when I saw this one, I loved it because of the gold detailing, and I'm a gold kind of gal, so I love it, and I actually love how it looks with this phone color. So again, this is what the phone looks like, and I got it in 128 gigabytes. My last phone was 256, and I didn't even use a quarter of the storage, which is why I got this. And of course, I have my iCloud, I have Google Photos, so if anything, I can just back up everything and just erase whatever I don't need from my phone. Let me just say that in my last video, a lot of people were coming for me for this, saying
like, oh, you played yourself, like, oh, you're a content creator and you only got 128 gigabytes.
Which I thought was a little much, because, you know, like, I have my reasons for getting this specific size, and, you know, I kind of feel like if somebody has a certain preference for something, you know, that's just how it is. So lastly, I do want to mention with my camera, somebody had pointed out that with 128 gigabytes, apparently Apple did not allow ProRes to be applicable because since it's such a large file, you can't do it on ProRes. But, and I want somebody to tell me in the comments if maybe I'm wrong, ProRes is supposed to be 4K at 60 frames per second. And I'll show you guys right now. Let me screen record. So when I go to video, I have the capability up on the top to change it to 4K and 60. So if I record, my camera's gonna die. Let me show you guys. Then if I record and go to the photos, go here, and then you can swipe up to see details, it shows you that it's 4K and it was 57 frames per second. So does my phone shoot ProRes or it doesn't? Can somebody clarify that for me? I might as well show you my background. So this I actually found off of Pinterest. It's just a simple blue, pink, and yellow and beige-ish. I was kind of trying to stay with the theme of the phone color. So that's what you guys will see. And I also, this is the first time I've done widgets. I've never personalized any widgets before just because it takes a lot of time, but I decided to do that. So this is my home screen. So I only made 2 widgets. I have this one up in the top corner as well as this one, which is just a quote that I thought was super, super cute. So we'll go ahead and start with this first screen. So of course, like I said, I made this widget using the app Color Widgets, and I'll go ahead and show you that app once we get there. But the background is not the same as my actual phone background. I found that one on Pinterest as well and used that while making the widget. I'm gonna try my best to see if I can find the background for both my phone background as well as a widget background and link them in the description. If not, I'll just put my Pinterest down there for you. That way I'm sure it's gonna pop up eventually, but that's where I got both of those backgrounds from. So I have my FaceTime settings, camera, photos, clock, weather, notes, calendar, Google Photos. I have this just because, like I said, I like to back up my stuff on there just as a precautionary measure because you never know. Then I have my banking, which just has all my banking apps in addition to Venmo and Cash App in case I need to send money to somebody or receive money. Then I have my Instagram, and if you guys want to follow me, here is my Instagram. It's just my name. I just have a lot of pictures of me and Vincent, and we're actually going to be going to Puerto Rico in a few weeks. and so I'm planning on taking like a bunch of pictures, posting them, all that kind of stuff. I also put a lot of stories. I grow avocados, if you guys didn't know that, which is why I have a highlight for my plants, but you guys should go follow me. Then I have my Facebook, I have WhatsApp, I have Snapchat, I have Google Maps. I do know that Apple just recently updated their maps, which I haven't tried it yet, but I'm so used to using Google Maps that I just put it here. I'll try the other maps eventually, but so far I like using Google Maps. Then in here, I have email. So these are just all my emails and my Google Calendar. I just put them all together. Then in this folder, I have bills. So of course, my electricity, my Wi-Fi, T-Mobile, because that's my provider, as well as Progressive to pay for my car insurance. So I just keep all my bills together. That way when that time of the month comes, I just have everything all together and it makes it very easy. Then I have this app, which is actually from an Instagrammer. I believe her name is Danny Munoz or Munez. I can't remember. It's one of them. This is her app. When I saw her on Instagram, she's actually pregnant right now, but she used to post a lot of, you know, her going to the gym and her body and everything like that. And I was like, wow, that goals. So I decided to get her app. It is 10 bucks a month, but if you're newer to the gym and you don't really have a set schedule of when you're gonna go, what you're gonna do, I definitely recommend this app just because it's actually helped me quite a lot. And I find that when I go to the gym, I know what I'm doing when I get there, whereas before I was kind of lost, not really knowing what I was gonna do on that day. So for example, she has all these different programs. So depending on what you wanna do, that's the one you choose. So I've been doing this full body one, and you can choose to train at home or the gym, which I really, really like, because based on, you know, if you're doing home or gym, the way that you do the workout changes, which I think is very, very smart on her part. So I do the gym because I like to go to the gym, and so everything is broken down by the days of the week, and then Saturday and Sunday are your rest days. So you can see that she has it spread between legs, upper body, legs, upper body, legs, and then rest day, which I really, really, really like, because as I said, I feel like it keeps me motivated and it keeps me knowing what I'm going to be doing. So for example, on leg workouts, she has everything broken down into how many reps you should do, how many rounds, and then in the order that they should be completed. And when you click on them, she has an instructional video on how you should be doing the workout, which I really, really, really like, because just looking at it, I'll be like, what is that? So I really like it. I find it to be very helpful. I mean, you guys can see how many days I've checked off and everything like that. So I absolutely love her app. I highly recommend it. Again, it is $10 a month, but I find that it helps me. Then at the bottom, I have my phone, messages, Spotify. If you guys want to follow me on Spotify, I'll go ahead and put my playlist down there for you. Then I have my Google Chrome, because again, I like to use Chrome over Safari. I do know that they changed Safari a little bit. Haven't had the opportunity to use it, but I prefer Google Chrome. Then I have Workout Women, which is another workout app. This one is free. So if you don't want to spend $10 a month, this is another one I would recommend, because whereas the other one is more of a schedule-based workout system, this one is more of a what body part or what area of the body am I going to be working on today. So you can see that everything is broken down, so you can do you can save your favorites. You can do, they have just breathing, they have yoga, they have HIIT, they have Pilates as well, you know, beginner if you wanted to focus on fat loss, abs, all that kind of stuff. And so you can see that everything is broken down. So for example, if you were going to do your abs, it's a whole, you know, playlist, and this actually shows you how it is done, and it shows an actual video. But when you start the workout, this actually moves and it shows you how to do it, and it's also connected to your Spotify, so it'll start playing your music while you use the app, which is also really, really good. So that's a good alternative if you don't want to spend $10 a month, but of course it's just kind of like what your preference is, but I like using both of them. Next, I have food. So I have Dunkin', Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. I don't know why my Pinterest is in there, but it's there. Then I have Starbucks, I have Wawa, which is actually a gas station, but if you're familiar with Wawa, you know that their food is bomb. Like, it's so good. They have, you know, coffees, like sandwiches, all types of yummy stuff. So that's why I have that. I have their rewards. Then I have Einstein's and I have Jeremiah's, which Jeremiah's is delicious. Next, I have in my extras, I just have like 3 or 4, I guess, or actually 5 Apple apps that are my most used, I guess. So I have the contacts, I have Find My, calculator, app store, and my wallet. Then I have Regal, which is a movie theater brand. I have the rewards, so I just like going on there sometimes, see what they're playing. Wheels, which in my downtown area, they have a lot of public electric scooters that you can rent. And so this is the specific brand of the scooter. So what you do is that they're parked all around downtown, but they're locked, so nobody can actually steal them. So you would go into the app, you scan the QR code that's on the scooter, and it'll activate it and unlock it. So you can go ahead and use it and go around town, and they have designated parking spaces. And then when you're done, you just put done with ride, and it charges you per minute. So we'll use it in downtown, and it'll only be like $6. And it's fun because you're just riding a scooter. So this is a really cool alternative. Then I have Amazon. I have my Shein, which I need to stop ordering from there because I keep ordering clothes from Shein, and it's like 50-50. Some of it is really good and some of it is super crappy quality. So that's why I have Shein there. Should probably just delete it. Then I have Topgolf, and if you've never been to Topgolf, one day you need to go. It is so much fun. Actually, this is a good example. So you guys can see in this top picture, so it's 3 levels, the 3 floors, and the point of the game is to literally, like, you're playing golf, you hit the ball, but you can see in the field there are different circles, and so the farther out and the more inside of the circle you are, the higher the point value. So we go a lot because it is so much fun, and Tuesdays it's half off if you didn't know that. But we like going, all of our friends like going. They have food there, they have drinks. It's just a very fun, like, social, active event to do with family and friends, or even go on a date. Like, it's super, super fun. So I have the app because it actually keeps track of all the games that you played and all the points and everything like that. I just like to keep track of it. So that's why I have it, and we also go very often. Next, I have social, which is I have my Facebook Messenger, Translate. I have Zoom, which I've honestly have not used since quarantine. I have LinkedIn, I have Microsoft Teams, and I also have Indeed Jobs. Next, in photo and video, I tried to keep these to the ones that I use more often, or actually the bottom 2, the widget ones. Those are the ones that I had used most recently. So I'll probably move them over to the app library eventually, but that's why they're there. So I have Facetune, I have Tezza, and Tezza is a really nice one. They have like really nice filters. This is me and my sister-in-law. They just have like so many really nice filters that I like. And then a cool thing about it is that if you go to templates, they have, like, for example, this cool Polaroid. You could just pick a picture. I'm gonna use my Poppy. You can put him there, and then you can change like the background color, and then you can save it and add it to your Instagram. So I thought that this was really cool. A friend of mine actually showed me this. So if you wanted to like amp up your stories or post like a really cool picture, that's what you can do. And they just have so many different ones. They also have black film, like just so many different things that you can do. So that's why I have it. I really like it. Then I have Fonto, which this one I don't use that often anymore, but basically what it is in the past, some of my thumbnails, what I've done is I've used this app to actually write on the thumbnail. So whereas the other one is more of like filters and messing with the brightness and the contrast, this one I mostly used just for adding the words on my thumbnail. So that's why I have this one. I really like this app. It's pretty simple. Studio, this is another one. I use this more for like templates and collages. I don't actually use this one that often either, but that's, you guys can see, like, I've made my my banner with this before. So this is just another really cool editing app for that. Villo is a really good one. I actually use, you guys can see, my last two videos, I actually used this to edit them because sometimes I find that this app is a little bit more user-friendly versus iMovie. So with this, you can just, I don't know what happened with the footage, but you can go through, you can click on it, you can clip it, you can add, actually let me go back. You can do voiceovers, you can add background music. The text on here is super easy to add. It's just, sometimes I find it to be a lot more user-friendly, and it's just very easy to clip and cut and just move things around. So that's why I have that one. InShot is similar. This one I feel is a little bit more complicated, but this one you can also just edit photos and make a collage, whereas the Villo is mostly just videos. Lightroom, it's just another app for editing your pictures, so more of the filters, contrast, brightness kind of thing. Then I have Widgetsmith and Color Widgets. The ones I have on my screen right now, I mentioned I did with Color Widget, so I'll show you that one first. So you can see that you can go, let me go back actually. So you can see these are the two that I've made. So it's super simple. So you just click on it and you can choose between small, medium, or large. And you can just change the color background that you'd like. Then you can change, you know, the theme, the writing, what color. You can change the font on there. And then if you wanted to add a photo, I'm gonna use Austin again. You can just zoom in or zoom out, and there you go. So you can go ahead and put, you know, a picture of you and a loved one, your pet, or you can do what I did, and I just used a picture that I saved from Pinterest and just used it as a background just to keep with my theme. So it's super easy. I'll go ahead and link the video of the girl's video that I used as kind of my instructions. She explained it super well and very easy to explain. So I'll go ahead and put her video there so that way you can watch an in-depth video on how to do it. So that was it. And then the other one is similar. That one I feel is like a little bit more simple, so you can see I was messing with it. This one you can just still add like a background photo if you'd like. But it's just a little bit more simpler. The other one I feel like you get a little bit more creativity, more versatile, but both are pretty good. Then I have finance, and here I have shop, which is just every time you buy something online, it just links with this, and so I get notifications like, oh, your package is out for delivery, it's been shipped, etc. So this I find a little bit easier because it's all in one place. Then I have Microsoft Authenticator, just because my job, you have to have this on your phone because sometimes when you try to log into stuff, it wants you to authenticate yourself. So that's why I have this. Then I have Surfshark, which is a VPN. If you're not familiar with a VPN, it's just whenever you're out in a public space that has public Wi-Fi. It's just a way of protecting yourself. That way you can avoid somebody from trying to hack in and get all of your personal information. You can pretend like you're in Japan or in another country. And it's also useful in the same sense that if, for example, you have nothing to watch on your Netflix, you could pretend that you're in Japan and then you end up getting Japan Netflix. So Vincent and I have this, that way we have actually used it for Netflix. It's pretty cool. But also just for security purposes, like I said, if you're traveling or in a public space, that's sometimes a good thing to have just to protect yourself. Then I have TV shows and apps. I have my YouTube studio, that way I can just keep track of my videos. YouTube, I watch YouTube all day. Let me know in the comments what you guys like to watch. I love watching a lot of true crime. I watch Eleanor Neal, I watch That Chapter, I watch a bunch of other people, and I also like watching tech videos. I had mentioned in my previous video that before I got this, I was watching a million different tech videos. So I watch a whole bunch of stuff, but let me know what you like to watch. Then I have Disney, I have Hulu, I have Paramount, I have HBO, and I have Netflix. Just because at work, sometimes I like to watch stuff, or in the morning, I'll play a YouTube video or I'll play something on one of these and just watch it on my phone. So that's why I have that. Then I have this widget that I made, which is just a really nice quote. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. And I like this because I have no patience whatsoever. So I feel like this is a nice reminder. I like having a quote there. Just, it's nice and it's different, and I just like how it keeps everything separated. Then when you swipe over to the right, this is the app library. So this is just where I threw some apps that I don't really use. So in here I have my TikTok and my Twitter, which I threw in here because I really don't use them all that much. So that's why they're in there. I have my Fandango in here, which is where you can check to see where there's theaters and movies playing around you. And then down in the bottom, I have different games. I don't play the games all that much. I do have Heads Up, which Vincent and I play quite often to waste time. But I have all my games in here. And pretty much think that was everything. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up as well as subscribe. That way you guys can continue to watch my videos and support my channel. But that is it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.
When I go to sleep at night.